Hey guys, welcome to Sam 610. So in today's video, I want to show you guys my office space, which consists of a square. Believe it or not, my whole basement, as big as it is, I only have a square. And by the way, I'm wearing these sunglasses because I hate the way my eyes look on this iPhone with the forward face towards me. I absolutely hate it. It looks like I'm looking the other way. I'm really looking at the camera, so I figure I'll just wear my sunglasses so you cannot see my eyes. I'm inside, but I really don't care. Alright, so what we have here is my office space, and I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to flip the screen and I'm going to give you guys a little tour of my office space, which consists of my home office for work and also where I create my videos when I do the editing. So what we have here from the backyard is an outside door that goes to the basement. I absolutely love this because I can open up the door and right from my office I can get a nice breeze that comes in, and there is the doors. You can see the whole door frame here. Here is my work laptop bag that I use, but since I haven't been in the office since March, basically I use it to fill my gear with and with my drone stuff. And this is actually a spare chair for the office. This spare chair was actually used as a replacement chair for this chair, because this chair, I have trouble with the hydraulics on it. I sit down, the hydraulic goes down automatically. I put it back up, it goes down. I put it back up, it goes down. You get the point. So basically, from that brown cabinet to that brown cabinet, all the way over to the edge of this filing cabinet is actually my space, and I will show you guys a better angle of it from back here. So you guys can actually see that that is my entire area from that brown cabinet all the way over to this filing cabinet. And the rest of the basement, as you guys can see, is a complete utter mess, but it's a work in progress. By the way, there is my unfinished bar that I'll probably never in my life be able to get to finish. So here we are to my office. By the way, my wife's office is over that way, and I will not show you her stuff because I'm sure she's not going to want it on YouTube. So here we are. As you guys can see, this is my work laptop, and that is a extended monitor that I use for my work while I'm working from home, which is again since March. As you guys can see, I have a standing desk, and I absolutely love this standing desk. This is the best thing ever made. I got this off of Amazon, I think, for about $150. Great buy. So I will show you guys how it works over here. What we do is, I'm going to have to use both hands here. So I'm going to put it down, and that's what it looks like when it's fully down, when it's all the way down. There's a little bit of a gap in between. I had to put something underneath of it because there was a god-awful rattling noise that when you would stand or sit, you would do something and it would make a rattling noise that just absolutely drove me nuts. So I had to fix that. So that's why there's a little bit of a gap between the bottom and the desk. So we're going to go ahead and raise it back up. I usually raise it to about my belly button. I'm 5'4", so I am short. So if it goes too high, I won't be able to reach it and I won't be able to type. Along with that, I got a standing mat also, because this is concrete floor and it will hurt my feet. For a couple of months, I was able to stand with just on my feet, and my feet were sore. So after getting this standing mat, this made a huge difference in my feet. And this thing, guys, is so comfortable. I love it. Sometimes I actually take my shoes off and I'm able to actually use it without my shoes on, which is kind of nice. So over here what we have is my router and my cable modem. So all my IT stuff I have set up in this corner. My work laptop does have Wi-Fi, but I decided to actually plug it in to the back of the router to you know, with all the meetings and with the kids streaming on games, and you know, with my wife when she was working from home, everything was just really being slow with the Wi-Fi. So I decided just to plug it in the back, which makes an extremely good difference, great difference I should say, in the speed of my internet versus using the Wi-Fi. So great thing to do. Of course, sometimes when I want to go upstairs, I will unplug it and it'll automatically connect to the Wi-Fi if I'm, getting a glass of water or I'm in a meeting or something, I can just bring it right upstairs fairly fast. So over here I have my charger for my iPhone, because I keep this right next to me. So whenever I need to plug it in, this is very handy to have already plugged in, ready to go. So I'm not struggling, going around looking for a plug to plug in my iPhone. So here is the mouse that I use. Nothing special. This is a mouse I got off Amazon for like 14-15 bucks. This thing is great. It has a back and a forward button on it. So when you're on the internet or browsing or whatever, or even if you're in documents for work, it'll go back and forth. And of course there's your scroll, and this will actually control the speed of how fast the mouse goes. Great mouse, I love it. I definitely would get another one if this thing would break. So here's my Philadelphia Phillies that I use to put all my drinks on. So of course water while you're working, right? And when you're not working, it's going to be beer. Got an air freshener because we are in the basement and it does smell down here sometimes from the mildew. I do have a dehumidifier over here, but it gets very loud, so I turn it off while I'm working, and when I'm not working I turn it back on, and that helps keeps the the moisture out of the air and so forth, and all that fun boring stuff. Here are my two YouTube play buttons my kids made. If you follow me on YouTube and you watched all of my videos, you will see that video where the kids actually gave me these two play buttons out of clay. I have them covered so they last longer, but of course they are starting to get really soft and brittle, and I'm afraid they're going to fall apart, and I absolutely love them. This is a Cheerman Award that I had won a long time ago at my old job, which was back in 2012. I won a Cheerman Award for outstanding performance at my job, which came with a $1,200 bonus. I absolutely love this trophy. I don't like the place anymore. I left on some bad terms, but that was an achievement for me to get the Cheerman Award along with the $1,200 cash bonus. So I keep that as a reminder to keep pushing and what can happen, when you succeed in life, and when you do something, when you do good work rather, and people see that, it doesn't get unseen, and that's just a reminder of that hard work at that time, of course, along with the cash bonus. So here is Bigfoot and Brodozers from the Diesel Brothers. I love Bigfoot, I love Brodozer, so that's just a great thing to have here on display. Apologize for the mess. I didn't get a chance to wipe any of this glass down. It's kind of messy. And here is my Daddy Rock my daughter made for me in kindergarten, so I keep that. There's my microphone that I use on YouTube sometimes. And that's just an eagle I got from somewhere. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and I love America too, so there's an eagle. I do have a Keurig here, which I never use. I got this at my old job because they said it was broken, but I took it home, cleaned it up, fired it on, did a descaling on it and all that fun stuff, during the cleaning process, and the thing works like a charm. Although I've never used it in the basement yet. We have one upstairs, and maybe when that one goes, we'll replace it with this one. And this is my junk filing cabinet, really nothing important here. Down here I have an old server that I used to use a long time ago, but I did get in trouble from Walt Disney from downloading movies on the server. The server enclosed in there has about 8 to 9 fans, and it's an absolute beast. I love it, but I haven't turned it on since. I went through and I wiped out both 80 gig hard drives or SATA drives that come out, but I did absolutely wipe everything clean because I was threatened to be sued by Walt Disney for downloading a movie called Puss in Boots. My daughter's 9 now. She was probably about 3 or 4 when that happened, and I haven't fired it on since, so who knows if it works or not. That's an old HP printer / copier. Ran out of ink and never decided to use it. Who uses printer these days? And if I need something, I just print it real quick at work. No big deal. There's a little space heater I got, and this thing comes in handy when my feet are cold and I'm wearing shorts, or my feet are just cold in the winter. I just plug it in, turn it on, and when I'm sitting or standing, it has the right angle and it keeps me warm. And here is my personal laptop. So my personal laptop's what I use to create all of my YouTube videos, check all my emails, do all my personal stuff, and so forth. So a little bit of background on this computer desk was actually reversed the other way. So that over there was actually over there, and this part of the desk was actually over here. So what I did was I took it apart. Over in here I re-drilled new holes, and I reversed it for my standing desk because I did not want this part of the desk is usually where the monitor and stuff goes. I'll give you a better angle on that. So this upright part here is where all the monitor and the laptops would go. And I did not want that to face the wall with my standing desk, because with my standing desk, it would not be able to work with this over here. It would just run right into it and it wouldn't work at all. So I thought it was just a great idea to see if I can take it apart and reverse it, and then get my setup right there to face the door over here. And you know, while I'm working, I can look outside, I can see the birds and whatnot, and I just absolutely love it. You know, it's great. I mean, it's not the cleanest area, but I did straighten this up for you guys right before this video, so hopefully you guys appreciate that. I do have a little window up here, which doesn't do me any justice because there's my deck, so there's not really how much of a view right there. And plus I'm short and I really can't see that much up there anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. So that provides some good shade in here, and it keeps a little bit cooler, so there's no sun coming in. There's another one over there also, and there's another window over there. Again, I apologize for the messy basement. As you guys see over here is my kids' trampoline, and over on that side over there we have a pool table, which is covered with a bunch of everything. A little bit of everything's on that thing, who knows. I have some of my personal stuff on here, so if we go over here and look, you can see my old drone from my old drone video. I might possibly give this to my nephew and see if he can fix it, because the motor on this thing is absolutely shot. So, well, anyway, right here we have a foosball table, which is not included in my office space, but it'd be kind of cool just to show this to you guys in my video. So there's a foosball table. So that's just basically it, guys, except for this little subwoofer I have down here, and you know, a couple of speakers on the side, which I barely use. I use my phone pretty much for everything. So that's basically everything that I have in my office at this time. So I mean, it's slowly but surely coming together. I mean, during quarantine I was able to go through and, you know, do a lot of these changes. I should have took some pictures to show you guys what this looked like before. It was absolutely horrible. And just to give you guys a little bit of explanation about some of the stuff over here, of course these are my bow cases up here. We do archery, so our bows are up there, so that's what we use for that. My old equipment's up here. I have a lot of old equipment up there. My old laptop, my old PC before I got this other laptop that I have. Just some random things in the boxes up there, nothing special. Over here is my YouTube light, which is not part of my office right now. I did keep it over here behind this door, but I move it so I can open up the door all the way. Sometimes I move it back over to here, and you know, I use it for YouTube if I need to, if I'm in my basement or whatever, making a video or whatever I decide I want to do, or I just carry it from over there, or I can close it up and actually put it in this brown filing cabinet, which I can do for another video. If you guys want to see that next video, what I can do is I'll go through that brown cabinet and I'll actually show you the equipment that I have in there, which consists of my GoPro, cables, SD cards, you know, things of that nature, USB devices, like whatever I have in there I can show you guys. I can tear it down. I'm not going to open it on this video because it'll take more than what I want to do to shoot the video. Over in this cabinet, just some random stuff, nothing special. Same thing with that one. This end one, I usually transfer all my winter and summer clothes out, and I put all my clothes in there, keep it closed, so none of the stink bugs get in there, and none of the silverfish get in there. I absolutely hate silverfish. Over here we have two speakers that have been sitting here for about 4.5 to 5 years. I do have a sound system, but I have not done anything with it yet. My record player, my equalizer, all that stuff still sitting in a box, you know, underneath my steps in the basement. So down here rather. So that's basically it. And besides the dog bed, there's not really much more to my office. So there you have it, guys. Alright guys, well that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed my little office visit and my little square office space that I have. Nothing fancy, but I thought I would just give you guys a little tour, let you guys in a little bit on my personal space. So hopefully you enjoyed it. If you like this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up. And as always, guys, later.